often do you have one-to-one conversations with people that seem to meander and don't end up where you need them to go, and you both come out of it feeling really dissatisfied and like it was a waste of time? At 3D Coaching, we've noticed that that quite often happens in one-to-ones, and we have recognised that what's really important is actually learning about contracting. Now, what do we mean by contracting? Well, contracting is about having an agreement and a negotiation about what you need this conversation to be about and where you need it to go. So it's very much about asking questions like, what's the purpose of this conversation? What do we need to know by the end of it that we don't know now? And how will we know we've got there? When you have those kinds of effective conversations and you ask those questions at the beginning, you come out of it feeling a lot more satisfied. There's an old Chinese proverb which is about the Yangtze River, but we really like to try and explain this further. The banks of the Yangtze give it depth, drive and direction. This is all about contracting. It's about putting those things in that help you work on the conversation together and to be effective. If you don't put those banks in, it just ends up as a big puddle. Now, what's true is you need to recontract throughout the whole conversation, because if you don't, you may miss some fertile ground. There's a little bit when a bank of a river leaks a little bit that can be really, really useful. But it's really important that you both agree on what you're talking about, so you don't end up with a big puddle and a big flood. This contracting is all about ICF competency number 2, which is establishing the coaching agreement.